Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. In today's video, we are going to learn something really cool, something very different in the Vararg keyword and parameter in Kotlin. If you have already watched my previous video on functions, this will make things even more clearer. So let's understand what is Vararg keyword. So the Vararg stands for variable number of argument, which means you can pass many values to a function without creating an array manually. Let me show you what I mean. Normally, if you want to print few numbers, I might write something like this, like make a array, pass it to the function, and that will pass the value of numbers. The numbers you have passed, you take in an array, and I will run this file and let's see the output. Then I will show you how to get the same output using Vararg keyword in a very simpler and clearer way. So let's see this. Now you can see that it print the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 which we have passed in the array. So instead of this, I want to use Vararg keyword. So let me comment down this first, and we will start from the beginning. Okay, I will take one function, and outside of main function I will take another function and I will call it as print numbers. Okay, and in this bracket I will use keyword Vararg. Let's take numbers, and the type of it is integer, right? And in this function I will take a for loop, number in numbers. If you have already seen my video for loop, you have an idea that how to use for loop in function, right? So now I want to print the statement that will pass a number that we take over here, right? And we'll pass this print number function in our main function, that print numbers, and I want to just pass the values. Let's take 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's take up to 5 so you can see the difference between this one using a array and using a for each keyword. So let's run this file and see the output. Now you can see that it print the same output 1 2 3 4 5. So now you can see that I can pass directly numbers like 1 2 3 4 5. You can pass thousands or million numbers, uh, how much whatever you can pass over here. Kotlin automatically treats them like an array behind the scenes, so you can pass numbers as much as you want to pass in this. And isn't it a super clean or simpler method than this? Because it is also work using of array, but this is more simple and clear way using a Vararg keyword, right? So let's take another example in which I want to take one function. We will use a parameter in function using a Vararg keyword. So in which I will take one another function. Let's take student marks. We'll take name parameter and type of it is string, and another should be Vararg marks, and marks should be in integer type, right? And in this function I want to print let's take string template student name. We will pass it as a dollar with name. Sorry about that. And now we will take a for loop like above we have taken. So mark in marks, right? And in the for loop I want to print a statement that marks using a string tablet, that marks is dollar marks. So you can see the output differently over here. Okay, let me comment down this first and also this one, so you can get only one output and not be confused to see so many outputs over here. So let's take I will take my name as name and pass values like 85, 90. Let's take another one, 80. So here the first parameter just a normal one, the name, and the second word is Vararg keyword. uh, Also I pass a number of the marks, right? Just remember that the Vararg keyword should always come at the end of the parameter list. So no matter how much parameter you are passing in your function, but Vararg parameter should be at the end of the parameter list, right? So let's run this code and let's see the output. Now you can see that it print the name right, but the mark is not, because if you have seen the code I have done one mistake, that I took marks over here with the dollar, not mark the variable I have to pass. So the output is not correct over here. So I should pass this one, right? The variable in a println function, so only then it will pass these numbers. So let's run again and see the output. Now you can see the output that it print the output that student name is Nahida and the mark is 85, 90 and 80. So this is the example of without using Vararg keyword, the simple example using of Vararg keyword, and this is a example of using another parameter, like you can pass a combine of parameter string and integer both. Now sorry for that. Now I want to introduce you one more small trick. If you have already an array and you want to pass it into a Vararg function, you can use something called the spread operator, that just a star. Let me show you. Let me comment down first this. I will make a comment over here before uploading it to the my GitHub account. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I will take one function. Let me comment down this one also, so it will not give us error, right? So I want to print numbers. Take one function, that function name is print numbers, and word let's take Vararg numbers and the type of it integer, right? And in this function I will take one, okay, no, for loop number in numbers, and in the for loop I want to print the numbers, right? And in a main function what I am going to do is we'll take one variable number is equal to in array of, we are taking one array over here that we will take for 2 to 3 values in array, and print numbers, just a star before passing the variable. See, you can see the difference that we are taking the same thing over here, but we put just a star in front of the variable, right? So let's run this and see the output, and you can see the difference. Now you can see the output that it print the values 5, 10 and 15. So the star over here basically says, hey Kotlin, open up this array and pass its values individually. So here is the example of without using Vararg keyword, using Vararg keyword, example of using Vararg keyword, example of using parameter, and the last one is using a spread operator. Just you have to apply star before the variable number. So that's it for today, and that's how the Vararg keyword works in Kotlin. I will